Good afternoon, class. Today we'll be considering modular arithmetic, another topic entirely from statistics. When you are talking about modular arithmetic, here you'll be doing division of numbers, whereby you consider your remainders. Your remainders are the answers you write. And remember, when you divide a number, the remainder is always less than the divisor, what you've used for your division. So your answer must always be less than what you are going to use to divide that number. Please take note. Now you are to reduce 35 to its simplest form in modulo 3, modulo 4, modulo 5, modulo 6. Now if I want to reduce 35 to its simplest form in modulo 3, you use 3 to divide it. 3 will divide 35 11 times. 11 times 3 is 33. And the remainder is 2. So 2 is your answer. When you are expressing 35 in mode 3, you can see the 2 is less than 3. Or you remove the multiple of 3 that is closest to 35 from it. And that multiple is 33. It will give you 2 straight away. 35 in mode 4, use 4 to divide. 4 will divide it 8 times. And the remainder is 3. And that's your answer. You can see it's less than 4. Or remove the multiple of 4 that is closest to 35 from it. And that multiple is 32. It will give you the 3 straight away. And the next one, 35 in mode 5 will give you 0. When you use 5 to divide 35, the remainder is 0. Or remove the closest multiple of 35 from it, and that multiple is 35. So 35 minus 35 is 0. Similarly, 35 in mode 6 in its simplest form, use 6 to divide it 5 times, so that the remainder is 5. Or remove the multiple of 35 that is closest to it, multiple of 6, that is closest to 35 from 35, and that multiple is 30. Remove it and you have 5, mode 6. And that's how you do the reduction of 35 in its simplest form in those given moduli. Moduli is plural, modulo is singular. Now calculate number 2. Calculate in the given moduli the following: 3 plus 4 in mode 2. Mode 2 means modulo 2. 42 plus 28 in mode 8. 54 plus 25 in mode 5. Now if I want to do the first one, 3 plus 4 is 7. Is either you divide, to express in the simplest form in mode 2, is either you divide 7 by 2 and write down your remainder, or you just subtract the closest multiple of 2 from 7. Closest multiple of 2 from 7, and that multiple is 6. 7 minus 6 will give you 1. So your answer must always be less than this. Very important. Also, 42 plus 28 is 70. Expressing in mode 8, you subtract the closest multiple of 8 from it. And that multiple you are going to use is 64. So subtract 64 from 70 and you have 6. It's less than this. Similarly, for C, 54 plus 25 is 79. We want to express in mode 5. Subtract the closest multiple of 5 from it, and that is 75. And that will give you 4 in mode 5. You can see it is less than the 5. Or you can divide 79 by 5 and write down the remainder. But this method is faster. Now let's consider negative numbers. You are to, for example, 3, find the simplest form of the following in the given moduli: minus 5 in mode 6, minus 17 in mode 10, minus 23 in mode 5, minus 9 in mode 7. Now, when it's negative, you'll be adding until you have a positive number. When it's positive, like in this case, you'll be subtracting until you have a number less positive but less than that given moduli. So if I'm working in mode 6, I will add 6 to this. It will give me 1. You can see the 1 is less than mode 6, so you stop. For minus 17 in mode 10, when you add 10, it will be minus 7. You cannot stop because it's still negative. You add 10 again, then you have 3. Now the 3 is the answer. It's less than mode 10. Or just remove once. Or sorry, add once. The multiple of 10, that will give you a positive number. And it will still be less than 10. And that multiple of 10 you are going to use is 20. Minus 17 plus 20 will give you the 3. Remember, your answer must be less than this. For minus 23 mode 5, you can be adding 5 gradually. Minus 18, you can't stop, add 5 again. Minus 13, you can't stop, add 5 again. Minus 8, you can't stop, add 5 again. Minus 3, you can't stop, add 5 now, you have 2. Then you stop, or you add to minus 23, the multiple of 5, that will give you a number that is positive and is less than 5. And that multiple is 25. Multiple of 5 you need is 25. Add it to minus 23 and you see 2 as your answer. For minus 9 in mode 7, when you add 7 to minus 9 gives minus 2. You have to add 7 again to finally have 5. Or you just add the multiple of 7 that will give you a positive number that is less than 7 to minus 9. As in this case, we use 14. Minus 9 plus 14 will give you 5, which is less than this. And because of the fact that I want to discourage you from adding gradually, I have chosen this number. Minus 256 in mode 5. You can't continue to be adding 5. You waste your time. So just look for that multiple of 5. You add to it. And it will still give you a value less than 5. And that multiple of 5 is 300. Add it to this. It will give you 4. And that is your answer. That's how you express it in a simplest form. When it's positive number, you'll be subtracting the multiple of what you are using to as your moduli from it until you have a number less than that moduli. When it's negative, you'll be adding the multiple of that your modulo to it until you have a number less than it. Now, here's another one. Find the simplest form of the following. In the given moduli, 0 minus 1 in mode 5 will give you minus 1. So in mode 5, add 5, 4. 1 minus 3 in mode 4 is minus 2. Add 4, you have 2. 1 minus 5 is minus 4. Add 6, and you have 2. So this is what you call modular arithmetic. When you check through our answers, you discover that your answer is always less than the modulo. Very, very important. I want to repeat again. When your number given is a positive number and you want to express it in a simplest form, the modulo given to you, look for its multiple that you can subtract from that positive number, and it will give you a number less than that modulo. When the number is negative, look for that multiple of that your modulo in which you want to express it, that you will add to that negative number, and it will give you a number that is positive or less than that modulo. That is the number you are going to use. And that is how you work on modular arithmetic.